Hi everyone, Sher here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, I would love to have you as part of my YouTube family. So stick around. I have a couple actually cute little DIYs that I just put together using this amazing, adorable little red truck sign that Dollar Tree has put out this year. I am absolutely in love with this sign. I'm in love and obsessed with this red truck theme anyways, but I'm just absolutely obsessed with this little sign. I was lucky enough to find a couple of these when I was in Spokane recently, and I was so excited to see that these had come to Canada. So for those Canadian subscribers, if you want in on this little red truck, you better get to your stores right away, because I know that they are in there right now and they are going really, really fast. I know they're going to go fast. So once you see what I've done with these today, you might definitely want to start the car and get over to your Dollar Tree. So here we go. So this is the first project I made with the little sign. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. It came together so easily, and with just a few simple things that I already had on hand, I was able to put this together in no time. So let me show you how I put this awesome, adorable little piece together for your fall decor. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is just what the base here is of this little project. Now you could use any kind of wood scraps that you have at home. You could use a painter's canvas if you wanted to. It would be a lot less light. It would be a lot lighter for sure. But I actually happened to pick these two cutting boards up. They're actually bamboo cutting boards, and I found these at Dollarama the other day, and they were $4 each. I did lightly just kind of sand around the edges because they were a little bit sharp. So I just took a little bit of sandpaper and just lightly did that, and they were good to go. Now if you wanted to, you could paint these, you could stain them, you could do whatever you wanted to do, but I just chose to leave mine just plain. And this one actually has kind of like a, I don't know, it's got these little stripes in it, which is kind of cool. Actually, I really like that look, and I thought it was kind of neat because it's kind of like, looks like almost like a pumpkin. So a little bit more fall. And all I did was I simply just took apart my little sign here. I just cut this little string here, and I also cut this thing off because I didn't need that. So once I did that, let me just take this piece off here so I can show you. I simply just used my glue gun and I glued the outer ring right down onto my cutting board. And yeah, I just made sure that that was really held down in place. You could also use a little bit of E6000 glue if you were worried about it coming up as well. That would work really, really well. And then I just took some of these little lights. I actually found these at Dollar Tree last Halloween, and they came in a purple and an orange. So I had this orange one kind of kicking around, so I thought that would be really pretty. And I just simply, again, took my glue gun, and each one of these little lights actually has like a little flat area, and it worked perfectly because they're not round here at the very end. And I just took a little dab of glue and I just hot glued them, kind of evenly spaced them all around the back of this little pumpkin here. And I, again, used a little bit of glue just to hold my little battery pack down onto the board. Again, you could use E6000 if you wanted to. Now this one actually this battery pack has a little screw, but I can easily get at that. And what I decided to do to attach this to this was, because I want to be able to get this on and off, because I need to be able to have access to turn it on and off, and also change the batteries when the batteries are, you know, when they die. So I used a little bit of Velcro. I put the pieces on there and on the back of my little sign here as well. And that way I can just kind of line it up and just push it on, and the Velcro will hold my little truck sign on. And I think it turned out really cute, and I love the fact that it looks almost 3D because it's standing out a little bit further from the board here. And yeah, it's super easy to just turn the little lights on. And when I was putting the lights on, I tried to just kind of have just the light just barely kind of sticking out around the edges here, just so that you could see it. But at nighttime it looks so pretty because it actually kind of glows against the board here, and it looks really super cute. So I am absolutely loving the way this turned out. And then I just had some ribbon at home in my stash, and I had a couple little buttons. These are like little wooden buttons, and I just glued those on around the edges, and I think it turned out really, really cute. I am really enjoying this little piece. I think I'm going to really love this for the fall. So this is the second project that I came up with. It's a totally different look, and I will show you how I went ahead and put this one together. So this project was made with one of the square wreath forms that Dollar Tree sometimes carries. I've only seen them there just the one time in my store, and I was fortunate enough to grab a few of these, and I'm glad I did because I haven't seen them there since. It's kind of just a totally different frame and a totally different look than you get with the round one. Now you'll notice with the round one, you have 4 little bars here to put your mesh or to weave things in and out of. On the square one, you only have just the 3 wires. So I'm going to show you how I made the wreath part of this, and it was so simple. So all you need are a few rolls of just the shelf liner. You can get this at Dollar Tree, and I actually found the orange. Of course, the orange was one color that you don't get at Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree only carries 3 colors, white, black, and cream. And the orange I actually found here in my hometown at my little scattered goods store. I love that store. I've also found a yellow and a blue there too. You'll know, once you start looking for this stuff, you'll notice that it's really hard to find different colors in the shelf liner. So you just have to kind of look around, check your Walmarts, check all over the place. Target, if you're in the States, you might come up with some different colors than what you can get at Dollar Tree. But you can use whatever color combination you like. You could do all one color, you could do 2 or 3 different colors and alternate them, which is what I did. Now, the great thing about this is there's not a lot of cutting and there's not a lot of attaching that's required. You'll just need maybe a few chenille stems or maybe a few zip ties, and that's all you're going to need. And the best thing about this is the only cut you're going to need to make is cutting this whole tube of shelf liner. Take the half, like right in the middle, and you're basically just going to take your scissors and cut it right in half. So what you're left with is a nice long strip. Of course, it's going to be longer than this. I just did a short one just to show you. So you're going to get this one, of course, it's only half the width now because you've cut it in half. And so let me show you how quick and easy this comes together. So you just start wherever you want. You're going to want to take your chenille stem or your zip tie, and you're going to just attach your shelf liner to this middle. You're going to all your work is going to be done on this middle bar here. And all you have to do is just pull your, if I can get this here so you can see, just pull your shelf liner so that it's surrounding the middle bar, and all you do is just kind of bunch it up and keep pushing all along here, and that's all you have to do. And it is so quick and easy. I'm just going to do a little bit here just so I can show you how quick this comes together. I whipped that little wreath up in no time flat, and it wasn't any harder doing the different colors. It was just, you know, a little bit more tying here and there, but if you were doing all one color, it'd be really easy. So yeah, you just keep bunching and cinching and pushing. That's all you have to do. Bunch it up and just push it along the little wire. And I'm just going to show you here how quick. So once you got this all pushed on, if you can imagine, then afterwards when you're all done, you just go back and you just kind of separate this so it kind of all fans out, and it totally hides your whole frame here. Trust me, once you got this all bunched up on here, it will totally hide everything and it'll look awesome. It looks like lace all on here. I just love the way the shelf liners look when you get them on a wreath form. It's so pretty. So once you've got your wreath all completely filled in, all I did next was I just glued on the back of, I'm not going to lift this up because I've actually got this attached, but I just took the back of my little sign, and with my hot glue gun, I glued 2 pipe cleaners, one on each side, and then I used those pipe cleaners. I just kind of placed this on my wreath, kind of figured out where I wanted it to go, and I just used those pipe cleaners, and I went down to the bottom here, and I just found one of the little wires, and I just wire tied that on there really well so it wouldn't fall off. But before I did that, I took one of these little, again, I had gotten these little LED lights at Dollar Tree. I used the copper one because it really matched really well with the kind of this brownie sparkles that they have here, the glitter on the little frame here. And so I thought that would match a little better. And all I did was I just basically wound it all around this little frame. And on the back, I just slipped the battery box right on the back here. I just slipped it between the 2 little wires, and that's holding it in there and really nice. And you'll notice how nice and tidy the back of this frame looks. Like this method of putting the shelf liner on here, it gives it a really nice, clean, finished look here on the back, I think anyways. And here's where I tied my 2 little pipe cleaners to attach my little truck. And yeah, so that turned out really, really well. I didn't have to glue the lights at all. Like I said, I just wound them around the frame, and then you can embellish this however you like. I just happened to use a couple of these little clip-on pumpkins that I got also at Dollar Tree, and then I found this little sprig here the other day at Dollar Tree, and they have some amazing fall floral right now. So you want to make sure you get out there while the pickings are good, because this stuff's going to go really, really fast, especially these little red truck signs. I know they're going to go quick. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little DIY. I would love it if you try it out. I'll leave my email And I would love to see some pictures if you guys make anything with this little red truck. I'd love to see what you're doing with it because I am just such a fan of this cute, adorable little red truck. So that's it for today. Hope everyone's well. And until next time, happy crafting, everyone.